Hello, and what is going on, guys? Tomcat here, and today we're in Forza 6, and we are going to be covering the Pontiac Aztek. Never thought I'd say that one, but we're going to be doing a drift build, V8 swapped Pontiac Aztek in this horrifically hideous color. Let me just walk around the car real quick. It's disgusting. No way. No way. They even fully rendered the engine bay. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. The engine bay, it's all there. It's all fully rendered. I mean, the interior, customize your car to... No. The interior is, boring. Oh my god. It's just that shifter just goes straight back. That's all it does. Oh, actually, you know what? We need to see how this thing sounds. Yeah. No, there. It sounds disappointed. It sounds like it's just sad and unhappy about being a Pontiac Aztek. It's horrible. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this thing. We're doing something that nobody's ever done before with a Pontiac Aztek, I believe. Full race suspension, sway bars, coilovers, everything. Just full-on race Aztek, well, drift Aztek, and later on, as you can see, we're going to be swapping in a V8 engine. So, full race weight reduction, and once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and tie it all together with a full cage, a race cage, and let's see, wheels and tires. We can handle that very quickly. I'm sorry about the notifications being on. I usually don't have them on, but I had them on today because I had them on the other night because I was doing an open lobby. But let's see, we're upgrading to 255s in the front and probably, yeah, 255s in the rear as well. 255 is actually a decently wide tire for the kind of car we're dealing with. And wheel-wise, I don't think they've ever put gram lights or, well, I don't think they've ever put, let's see, I don't think anybody's ever put NK RPF 1s on an Aztek, that's for sure. Or HREs, for that matter. Good grief. A lot of firsts happening in this episode. Let's bump up the size a little bit to 19s. 19s look... I was about to say they look okay, but then again, it's an Aztek. Nothing on an Aztek looks good. But I mean, we've at least improved it somewhat. Not a lot, but somewhat. We could do the race front bumper and rear wing. The thing is, we'll do that later on when we make a race Aztek, because this is not our race Aztek. That'll be a different build. 5.7 liter V8 and rear-wheel drive. Oh yes, good God, this thing's gonna be a smoky burnout machine. Twin turbos. Now we get to build the crap out of the engine. And honestly, I don't think that... See, the cool thing about when they add cars like this, a lot of people were complaining. A lot of people were complaining when they released the trailer for this pack, and they were like, oh my god, worst car pack ever. You know, why an Aztek? Cars like this, having them in a game like Forza, is just fun because it's different. Like, what other game allows you to build a V8 swapped, rear-wheel drive converted Aztek drift car? Nothing that I can think of off the top of my head, that's for sure. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just one of those things that it's completely stupid, and it's not something that you would ever, like, no one would ever advise you to do it, but in the end, it's one of those things where if you do end up doing it, it's like, it's so bad, it's good. It's so ridiculous that you end up kind of coming out on top. Almost there. 780 horsepower. Oh, come on. Menu lag for days. There we go. Race oil and cooling. And let's see. Race flywheel. And now, we'll slap a quick tune on it. And then we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. We're not going to, like, you know, do a bunch of testing and this and that. No, we're just going straight into this. No planning or anything like that. Nothing. Well, the only planning that we're doing is the actual creation of the tune. And 28, I'll be alright. Oh, crap. Yes, apply that, but I realize what I've forgotten, and I've forgotten something very important. The drivetrain stuff. Erase clutch. Erase gearbox. Oh, come on. There we go. A race drive shaft. And then once we get right down to it, a race rear diff as well. If the menu loads, there we go. If the menu loads, we'll be alright. Oh, come on. The menu lag is so real. Let's bring that rear end ratio up to a 410. And let's see. 1.5 degrees in the front and half a degree in the rear. Bring that ride height down. And as long as we can get this thing kind of dialed in-ish to what we're looking for. Oh my god, look at that differential split. I mean, 100 and 100, and we're good. 100 and 100, and we're good. But no, let's go ahead and back out, and we'll decide where to take this thing. See what happens. And, hopefully not end up a dismal failure with this car. Let's see, game options. Let's see where we want to go. Select track. I want to test this thing out at Bernese Alps because I like Bernese Alps for high horsepower drift cars because you can run some huge sweepers if you got enough speed going. Good God. My notifications are going to be on this whole, like, they're just going to be going and going and going and going and going and going and going this whole video. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Dang, you guys are awesome. You're determined. I love it. And again. And although, for my viewers' sake, for your guys' sake, I will remember to turn them off in the future. Because normally they are off for videos. And yeah, you can see why. But for everybody that is, you know, that is on here and inviting me and stuff like that, I do really appreciate you guys because you guys are determined. Listen to that V8. First of all, Aztek doing a burnout. Let's see what happens. And go. Oh yeah, that's 100% standing on the brakes. Standing on them. This is so weird. This is so weird. Drifting sideways in a Pontiac Aztek, listening to the sound of a Chevy V8. It's very wrong, but in a weird way, I'm kind of okay with it. Because this setup, as it is right now, this setup should not exist. It just straight up should not exist. But it does, and we have Forza to thank for that. We have Turn 10 to thank for that, and I don't know, like, I love whoever had the idea at Turn 10 to be like, you know what? Forza 6 needs a Pontiac Aztek. Dude, we need to all be thanking, like, we all need to be thanking them because this, like, the fact that they do stuff like this and bring stuff like this into the game, I love it. I absolutely love it. And you know what the funny thing is? It's actually not all that bad. It's pretty controllable, actually. Even after the rear-wheel drive conversion, it's really quite controllable and simple to manage. Have some... oh, God. Down fourth. Down third. Back and around. Oh, dude, this is easy. Easy to slide. Really easy, actually. All you need to do, or all you need to know how to do, is you need to know how to transfer your momentum. And as long as you know how to transfer momentum and change direction in a drift car, dude, you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. This is like the ultimate troll car. You could go online, and literally, if you get this setup dialed in enough, you could challenge people. You could be like, hey, you're going down, Pontiac. I mean, you're going to get screwed up. Pontiac Aztek, bruh. You don't even know. And you could literally go in there and legitimately beat up some S13s, you know, some Mustangs, Camaros in drift lobbies with an Aztek. I mean, how can you argue with that? Alright, let's go for another lap, see what we can get out of this thing. Not too bad on angle. Started well before the scoring zone, which is what I always like to do. I mean, generally, you always want to start your drift right before the scoring zone so you can maximize your points. And I always try to. Sometimes you're not able to on certain tracks, but most of the time you are. And when you are, you really want to take that opportunity. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, 16,000 for that section is actually quite a good score, like, combination-wise. And this thing just killed it, dude. And it also killed its bodywork on the wall. But we'll gloss over that. Keep her turned in. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's trying to manage wheel spin. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Back. Oh, God. I always think of Horizon 2 when I try to switch views, and I always click the right bumper, and I always forget that it's to look back. God, that's awesome. All of the sliding. All of it. Oh, I'm so ready to do a drift lobby with just Aztecs. God, I am so ready for that. Like, holy crap. Oh, God. It's actually really forgiving. It's surprising how forgiving this thing is when you're going sideways. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely bonkers how forgiving this thing is. I mean, watch this. Watch this. You can be on the throttle, off the throttle, tap the brakes, and it's like, it just flows. Corner to corner, no problem. It flows like a proper drift car. I was worried it was going to be this weird handful, kind of trying to jump around. Obviously, since it was like previously front-wheel drive, a lot of cars that come front-wheel drive, generally, even when you rear-wheel drive, convert them in Forza, they end up with this weird, oh god, okay, yeah, it bit us that time, but generally they end up with this weird, still like pulling sensation from the front end of the car. But this has none of that. This has, like, absolutely none of that, and it's awesome. I love my Aztek. It's a beast. It is an absolute beast. Well, after a rear-wheel drive swap and a 5.7-liter twin-turbo V8, but nonetheless, it is a monster, and I can't wait to do online drift lobbies with this thing. But if you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to click that like button. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button for more videos like this one. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed.